Good morning, friends. So today my sister is going to be taking my headshots, so I thought I would bring you along to show you what I am going to do to prepare. So in earnest, first things first is that the day before I used a face mask and I used a teeth whitening pen. I've been using this for the past 3 days just as a nice little freshen up, and then this I used yesterday so that I didn't have to combat redness the day of, but I could still have a nice and clear face. So the first thing I am going to do is prime my face. I'm using the Mineral Fusion Mattifying Primer. I'm running depressingly low on this primer. I need like a scoop. Alrighty, second step is to use some foundation. I have the Pacifica A-Light foundation, or a light foundation. I'm actually not 100% sure which one it's pronounced. And this is in Neutral Tan 16 NT. Ooh, I'm gonna need a mirror. Now this color is going to be a smidge darker than I am now, but my face is always lighter than the rest of my body, so it should still work out. I purchased it in the summer, and it was a perfect match. Alright, next up is eyes, and I'm going to be using this Lily Lolo contour palette, and I'm actually going to be putting this shade all over my lid just to bring a little bit of depth to my eyes. Maybe a tiny bit at the crease. By a tiny bit, I mean I'm putting it on my crease and didn't realize it, and I'm telling you guys now. Now I don't want to do too aggressive of a beat for headshots because I want to be as blank of a slate as possible. Hardest thing for me right now is that I type early college / collegiate age group for principal roles, and then ensemble is just like a regular adult. Sometimes it's difficult to figure out what makeup look I want to do, so I want to be a blank slate for my headshots, and then just in-person auditions I manipulate my makeup look to be whatever I think will fit the roles I'm looking for. But this is pretty much a good, just basic thing that I'm doing. Eyeliner. This is the Mineral Fusion Liquid Eyeliner in Ebony. If you've watched any of my like 3 makeup videos, you know that we stan a Mineral Fusion eyeliner. And I'm going to try to do a very tiny eye. Honestly, most of this might be off camera because every time I try to put this mirror close to my face, it ends up trying to focus on anything but my face. Now for this, I want to try to go as muted as possible. Sometimes my wings get a little crazy, so this is gonna take a while. Baby wing! Now this step might not be for you, but I have pretty teeny tiny lashes that are both short and thin, so for me it actually looks more realistic in anything photo or video or on stage for me to have false lashes on. I don't do it in the audition room because I think the eyeliner is fine, but for anything that's on the list that I just said, I'm gonna use some lashes. These are Wet n Wild lashes that I just took out of the box so I can't show you the box, and they're just like whatever the natural lash look is, so that they're not like full boom for this, because I just told you guys I'm trying to be natural and not full beat. Oh, and this is a Kiss formaldehyde and latex free eyelash glue. Try to stick that as close to my lash line as possible to not disrupt this beautiful winged eyeliner line I just made. These are still a little longer than I would have liked. Hopefully this turns out okay. Alright, well we're gonna just hope that that's not too much. It might be. Oh, I'm feeling insecure. And next are eyebrows, which the early 2000s were not kind to. So I'm gonna use this angled brush from Eco Tools. Oh, my sponge was from Eco Tools too. Everything's from Eco Tools. And this is actually an eyeliner pot from e.l.f. and I just like to use it for my eyebrows. It's a little too tacky for eyeliner, but I kind of like the tackiness for the eyebrows because that means that it'll stay on all day and I don't need my eyebrows to be like fur thick. Well, I don't know what that sound was. This is the bigger one, so I just go with what this looks like and try to match that one to this one. Alright, acceptable. And then we're going to do some blush and highlight. And I'm going to use this Cherry Cheek Powders palette from Pacifica. This is my current favorite palette of all time right now. And I'm going to be using the color Cherry Spirits and just lightly apply some of that. And that's the blush, because as I said, there's highlight in there too. Only lightly because this stuff is pretty pigmented. Nice thing about this is if my face looks good in this video, it's gonna look good in the pictures. And then I'm gonna use this super teensy wing brush usually, or fan brush. I usually use this guy. Look at the difference between these boys. But I'm gonna use this guy because we're trying to stay slightly natural. And back to the palette, and we're gonna use Queen of Noise here at the bottom. Put a little on the cheekbones. And I like to buff it out with my fingers. I just want like a little highlight. Whoa! Oh no! Oh no! And then I'm going to take this little end with this brush and dab that into this same Queen of Noise. Apply that to my inner corners because my eyes are my strongest feature. They're kind of aggressive, but I have learned to work with it. So that's the part that I want to pop. And then we're going to use this lipstick from Burt's Bees, and I had to figure that out from memory, poor thing. And I have no idea what color it is. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. I call it Ingenue Pink. Alright, in the amount of time I left you guys, I found some smaller eyelashes, just a little smaller, but at least it's something. I definitely recommend e.l.f. has a natural lash. I think it literally just says natural lash on the box, and I definitely recommend that if you're trying to go for a very natural false eyelash look, because some of these are just like super glam, which is not 100% what you're going for in headshots. But if you have naturally long eyelashes, just put on that good mascara, like, and live your best life. But that is just not how I was blessed. But so yeah, my hair is in some struggle twists right now, so we're going to take those out. And here's the final look. So I hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. If you like me, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and have an amazing day, everyone.